This is really nice. It's really exciting for me to see this all come together because I think this will be a really nice installation for a beginner or a DIYer. Okay, so now that we have a flat level substrate, the self-leveling underlayment went down. It's beautiful, it's level, everything looks great. I got all of my foam dam out of there and everything, but everything is level. There's no gaps, dips, or humps. So this came out really well, really happy with how this came out. Now we're ready to go ahead and stick our pan. So I'm using a modified thinset. This is Mapei Flex Plus, which is basically really similar to Schluter All-Set. I'm using a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch notch trowel to give us a nice bed of mortar. And I'm going to comb this, let's see, to be able to wiggle it back and forth, I'm going to comb my ridges this way so that when I set my pan, it's going to flatten out those ridges. So I want a nice even bed of mortar here. So now I'm really embedding this foam pan in here. So that baby is stuck. Let's see what our coverage looks like under here. Pretty dang good. I think I need a little bit more because this is what I want it to look like under there. So let's see if I can get all of this put in. Okay, there we go. I'm sure we have a nice solid bed of mortar under there now that I squished it all down. I'll go ahead and make sure I got good coverage under where the drain is going to go. That's a really important area. See, I'm just packing in my mortar in here. nice and level because our substrate is level. Okay, so now we have the pan and the curb installed. Next thing we need to do is get our FloFx drain installed into this. Okay, so now that we got our foam pan in, it feels really solid. I got good coverage underneath this. So now it's time to install the FloFx bonding flange that's going to sit in this preformed foam pan. These are a great drain. I've done other videos on reviews of them. They're our drain of choice, so much better quality, so much better engineered than the Schluter-Curti flange, which is it's comparable. So this is a great drain. Tilecoach.com, you can find them along with all the grates you need. So what's included in here is we got our bonding flange. You got your spacers, so these spacers are going to go in when you set your tile, so you're just going to set these aside for now. You can set aside your brochure, your sticker. It's nice that they throw a sticker in here too. Get rid of that. This here. And this is the temporary, as you set your tile, this is the temporary cover. So this is just going to go in once you start setting your tile as well. But we just need to get the bonding flange in at this point. It also comes with a adapter if you have a 3-piece drain that you're hooking into. But we don't need that since we have our 2-inch stub out coming up. And you notice I didn't cut it to length until we got the foam pan in there. So that will convert this flange to a 3-piece drain. So we don't need it on this job, 2-inch stub out, so that can just go aside. You see here, this is going to fit on like so. So we're going to need to cut our drain down that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to stick my drain on the pipe, and I'm going to take a measurement. So I need to go down 3 1/8. So I'll take this off. 3 1/8 is my magic number, and obviously that's going to vary from whatever your stub out height is, because what you're going to tell your plumber if you're doing this yourself, just stub your 2-inch up, give yourself plenty of room, and you can cut it afterwards. So I said it was 3 1/8. So I'm going to go 3 1/8 right here. Make a mark, and I will get my inside pipe cutter because I wouldn't be able to get a saw down in here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut above, so I need to go down a little bit more. And that's right about it. So I know where I need to be. You can see there, this is a great tool, this inside pipe cutter. It's worth its weight in gold here. This will save you so much time from trying to figure out how to cut something down below grade. That's a great tool to have. Let's go ahead and clean off my burrs here and see where I end up. So I'm still a little bit high. And that's okay, because I can always take off a little bit more. Wiggle it off. So I need to cut down a little bit more. So always err on the side of caution. You can always take more off. You can't really add more. Is that Marissa? Honey?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, babe?
I'm just dropping you off the car.
Oh, thank you. So you can always take off more. So let's check and see if that was a good fit there. Beautiful. That's fitting in there really nice. I gotta try to figure out how to get it off. What's up, honey?
Hi, hon. Hey, have a good bid.
Okay, thank you, baby. Okay, so now that I have my drain height set, I'm gonna do these 2 steps simultaneously. I'm gonna put the thinset where it needs to go, coat the back of the bonding flange. That's another nice thing about these FloFx drains. They have this honeycomb pattern that's going to mechanically bond the thinset. The Schluter drain is smooth. It doesn't bond well to thinset. This will lock in that thinset. So I'm going to go ahead and put my modified thinset mortar in here. And I'm back buttering the drain. Okay, so at the same time I'm going to go ahead and put my drain on here. A little bit of ABS glue. I advise doing both sides. These drains come in ABS and PVC. Got a little bit on there. Never fails. I get PVC, or I get ABS glue everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and okay, so I got the glue where it needs to go. Now I'm just embedding this drain firmly into the foam pan, and you can see how well this fits in here. Gonna have full coverage on this, and it's really not gonna want to go anywhere. That's a really good embedding into the thinset. Okay, so now that we have our foam pan installed, our bonding flange glued in, secured, we have a really nice slope and fall going down to everything. This is really nice. It's really exciting for me to see this all come together because I think this will be a really nice installation for a beginner or a DIYer. So now that this is done, this is ready to waterproof. And even though the foam itself is closed cell, the foam itself is waterproof, I recommend going on over it with a topical. We're going to have to do that anyways in the corners. So your options for waterproofing are to use a sheet membrane like Curdy, or you can use a roll-on membrane like RedGuard or Hydro Ban. And I think probably a better way for a DIYer to do it would be to use a roll-on waterproofing. So we'll go ahead and do that. While I have the thinset out, I'm going to go ahead and fill in all my cracks with thinset so that when it comes time to install the roll-on waterproofing, all the cracks will already be filled. So we're going to need to wait for the thinset to cure on that. So yeah, I hope you had fun watching this video. If you need to get one of these pans, if you're interested, send me a message at tilecoach.com and I will let you know how to get these pans. If you're looking for the FloFx bonding drain, same thing, tilecoach.com. We have them for sale on our website. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video, hope you learned something, and last but not least, I love you. I love being your tile coach, and we'll see you on the next video.